Good morning. I'm here at Camp Illinick in Springfield, Illinois in the Abraham Lincoln Council. I hope I'm pronouncing the name of the camp correctly.
Illinick.
I was told this was an 80-acre camp that is just one of several that this council has. I'm here this weekend to go through what is called Sea Badge, which is advanced leader training for the Sea Scout program. It's similar to Wood Badge, except it focuses on the nautical program in Boy Scouting, which is Sea Scouts. The Sea Scout program is designed for young men and women aged 14 to 20 and is kind of like the venturing program. And Sea Badge is similar to Wood Badge, except it focuses on the nautical program Sea Scouts. Now, the Sea Badge programs are not run everywhere. There's only a handful throughout the country, so that's why I've traveled all the way from Knoxville to Springfield to participate in this program. Basically, though, there's people from all over. We have people from Michigan and Indiana and just everywhere, really. They've traveled just to participate in this program. The Abraham Lincoln Council is technically not hosting it. It's hosted by the Central Region, but they are sort of the host council. And the actual program does not take place here at the camp. It's actually going to be next door at another facility, but they did allow us to stay here overnight because many of us had very long drives. So I wanted to go ahead and get some footage and pictures of the camp. It's a really nice facility, as you can see. It's not very large. There's about 4 campsites, I was told, but as you can see, it's very well maintained. And if you get an opportunity to actually reserve some time here and be able to use the facilities, it looks like it's a pretty good camp. To learn more about the Sea Scout program or to find a ship nearest you, either call your local council or go to the website you see on the screen, a link of which is provided in the description below. It is the end of day 1 of Sea Badge here at Lake Springfield. It's been a very long day, almost midnight my time, but we're on Central Time here, so it's really almost 11. Had a pretty big day, and I realized, I was told today that I mispronounced the local camp name. It is Illinick. I'll be filling you guys in for more stuff tomorrow. Good morning. It is the morning of day 2 at my time at Sea Badge. We have another long day ahead of us here on Lake Springfield. Don't know what else to say. I slept pretty well. They fed us pretty well for breakfast. We're going to be working on our rudders as well as some other wonderful Sea Scout ideas. Making a lot of contacts, meeting a lot of great people from around the central region and even the southern region. But I will probably fill you guys in on some more stuff this evening. Well, good evening. I have just wrapped up day 2 of Sea Badge. This evening I did get my rudder approved. We've been working on our presentation this evening, so we're all ready for tomorrow. And that'll just be the final day. And now I'll head home, back to Knoxville, which is about 8 hours or so, maybe a little more with traffic. But it's been a very interesting experience to stay here in Springfield. Kind of interesting from my perspective because about 15 years ago, even more than 15 years ago, I actually applied for college and was accepted to Southern Illinois at Carbondale. And they have an excellent film school, and I visited the campus 15 years ago or so and thought it was great. Ultimately, though, I went to Middle Tennessee State and did their video production, TV production program. And so, but now I find it very interesting that, I chose not to go to Carbondale, not for anything against Carbondale, just because MTSU was closer for me and a little cheaper. But now, many, many years later, I have returned to Illinois and I drove past some signs for Carbondale. I didn't go through the town itself, but I drove past it, and even one of the participants lives there now. So in one way or another, Carbondale has been part of my education, whether it would have been professionally, which it wasn't, but now it's sort of there in a scouting way. So one way or another, I was going to end up here in Illinois to advance my learning and education in some way or another. But this has been Sea Badge for 2017, which they don't have as many courses throughout the country, which is why I drove all this way. So if you're in Sea Scouts, and even if you're not, if you're just what they call a dirt scout, you can still take it. You can still participate and even do the rudder items, and probably try to improve the Sea Scouting program in your home council. So what you can do is you can go online, look for some of the Sea Badge courses throughout the country. Currently I'm in the Central Region one, even though I'm registered in the Southern Region. The ones in the Southern Region are in Florida and Texas, and that's pretty far away. There may be one in Virginia, I think, which is still very far away from me. This one I think was the closest. But wherever you live, there will be at least hopefully one Sea Badge course in your region. So I highly encourage you to do it if you haven't done it already. And if you are interested in learning more about Sea Scouts, go to the website you see on the screen, a link of which is provided in the description below, which I mentioned earlier in this video a while back, which will be the beginning of day one. Other than that, I will wrap up this weekend tomorrow. And as you can see, this is sort of the symbolic ship that we're on. We've been, I guess, at sea for this whole time symbolically. But anyway, signing off for the end of day 2. Good morning. It is day 3 at Sea Badge here in Springfield, Illinois. We are wrapping up the whole course. We're about to do some presentations. It's been a very interesting long weekend here in Illinois. But after we wrap everything up, I'll do a quick little wrap up myself. Behind me you can see is Lake Springfield. It's an incredible lake. And the camp across the lake, which is the local Boy Scout camp, one of several local Boy Scout camps, is Camp Illinic. Camp Illinic. I'm pronouncing that correctly. On Friday I did not pronounce it correctly, but it's Camp Illinic. So anyway, I'll check in with you guys later. Alright, well that's it for Sea Badge. It is the end of day 3. It is about midway through the afternoon, so I'm going to go ahead and head home. Most people have already left, and I got a pretty far drive back to Knoxville. But this was a really great weekend. Very educational. Learned a lot of things I'm going to be able to take back, and not every training course I take I actually learn something new, but I learned a number of different things that are new that I can not only use with Sea Scouting, but with my work as a commissioner on the district level and council level. To learn more about Sea Scouts, go to the website you see on the screen or click the link in the description below.